Hi everyone, I'm JD, welcome back to my channel. So I am going to be doing another Junk Journal with Me video, and it's Saturday today. Not sure when these videos will go up, but I'm going to try and nut out quite a few. Got the whole day to journal, which I'm excited about, so I can do a few page spreads. I thought I would, chat in this one, since I got plenty of time and other spreads to do where I can be quiet. We'll just see how we go, whether I like chatting or not. I'm just experimenting, seeing what works, what I like. And I thought I would also just share with you what I've done so far. Well, these ones I've already shared, but I'll link that below if you missed it. But this page I haven't shared yet, and I really like how... Well, first of all, this is my Daphne's diary journal, which you gathered, but I just wanted to say how amazingly I am just absolutely loving using this journal, and finally found something that I've made myself that I love using. And it's for, it's not chronological at all, so that's kind of good for me to break me out of that chronological mindset that I get into with my journaling. And it's just for... I don't know, like my 2018 journal is for chronological events. Like, I don't set it out chronologically, but I do journal chronologically when each event comes up. And it's for standout memories and events I want to remember for the year. Whereas this one is more just for random thoughts and insights. So things that I wouldn't really put in the 2018 journal, but still would like to journal about. And, could be from 2018 or it could be from other years. Whereas the 2018 one obviously is just 2018. So that's just how I'm using this. And so for this page, I have journaled about my dog. And I just think, I love dogs so much. They mean so much to me. I see God all over them. He's a genius for creating them. They're just the most beautiful creatures, and that he would allow us the privilege and responsibility to look after another living creature. I just... amazed. And so I never took my dog for granted. Her name was Diva, had her for 10 years, and every day I'd look at her and literally tears would come to my eyes because of that amazing privilege. It's just so special, and because I just loved her so much, and she gave me so much joy. And whenever I left the house for work or uni or whatever, always the thought of looking forward to coming home to my dog. She was a best friend. She was, I don't know, yeah. She did mean the world to me. Loved her so much. And I just chose one story to capture something that, just out of all the stories with her, this is the one that touched my heart the most. So in 2007, I moved to Queensland for 3 months, and she came up with me. And, I was worried on the plane about her. Would she be scared? Would she think she was abandoned? All that kind of stuff. And then got off the plane, and it's a small airport, and it was outdoor airport in this small country town. And so the baggage train just comes out, and you can watch it come out, and it just stops outside the airport, and you just collect all your bags and go. So anyway, I was waiting outside and saw the train came out, and then I saw her cage, and I was so excited to see her. And I saw the cage from behind first, so I got to see her before she saw me. And I wasn't sure how she'd be. Like, would she be so super excited to see people finally now that she's off the plane? But she wasn't like that at all. She was so subdued. She was just sitting there watching everyone, and she did have a little bit of a worried look on her face. What the heck is going on? Where am I? And then as soon as I came into view and she saw me, she went nuts. She went crazy. She started whimpering, and she started digging in the cushion of the cage at the door and clawing at the door to get out. And she was beside herself, oh my gosh, you're still here, and you're here. And that feeling of, it just was like, yeah, she knows me. It really showed me how much she knew me. She knew my face, and that she loved me as much as I loved her. And yeah, I can always remember that moment of just that moment she saw me and was just like, get me out, get me out. And then, pulled her out and hugged her, and yeah, so loved her. And this is just a little cut out of a dog that I chopped out of a book, and just to go with the dog theme. Anyway. So so, you know, emotional. Anyway, and then this was the page spread you saw me do, and I'll link that below, of the process video with the flowers, and how this lady from America just emailed me saying how I reminded her of flowers and this book that she read, which said that flowers, they just give of their beauty and they don't expect anything in return or ask anything in return, and that this is how God uses us too. He just wants us to be ourselves, and we share our beauty, and His beauty, He shines it through us, just through who we are and who He created us to be, and we don't have to strive to be anything more than just who we are. So I thought that was beautiful. And yeah, so already shared that in a different video, and I think what I want to do, oh, actually I did another page here. So I did this one without you. This one is just documenting the washi tapes that I got from Washi Wednesday for my birthday, and how I was inspired by Johanna Klo, and it was especially this one that I fell in love with, Seaweed, and then the other ones that I got, and just their names, and yeah, I like it, just documenting that, so pretty. And yeah, alright, so what I'm going to do in this page spread for this junk journal with me, and you know, we'll just see how far we get. If the camera's going to cut out, I will just stop it before then. It stops around 30 minutes, and then pick it up later on. We'll see if I can get it all done, hopefully. But what I've got is some cutouts that I've printed, my photos that I've printed and cut out of things I know I want to journal about in this journal. And for this page spread, I want to journal about my ballet journey, and most of all that I'm finally getting point shoes. It's a dream come true. It's on my bucket list. And the thing about this one is that I thought this was a dead dream. I always wanted to do ballet as a kid, too scared to, never tried new things, afraid of meeting new people, that kind of thing. Finally, at the age of 26, started my first adult ballet class, and even then, you know, before that I was like, oh, I just have to give up with this dream. But then I realized, no, I still love ballet and I still want to give it a go, and so I did it. But never thought, you know, that I would ever perform or wear a tutu or get point shoes. You know, I was just doing it for fun. But now at this dance school where I am in Bowen, my goodness, I get to perform in productions, and I got to wear a tutu this year in this year's production, and a tiara, and now I get to get point shoes. So it's just an absolute dream come true, you know. And I just want to encourage, I suppose, with this page spread, to not give up on your dreams. I mean, some dreams, of course, know when to let things go, but also know that not all dreams are dead. And if there's some things that you've wanted to do and always wanted to do, you know, it's not too late. If you're really that passionate about it, you can do it. One dream that I had to let go of was gymnastics. I wanted to be able to do flips and all that tumbling stuff, and I have decided to let that dream go, just because I'm not willing to put my body through that. You know, I'm a bit too older now and my back isn't flexible, and as a kid I would have worked at it. I would have worked hard. Well, who knows, maybe I wouldn't have been passionate. Whereas ballet, I am passionate about it. I want to work hard at it and do well at it, and I'm okay with giving up that dream of gymnastics and saying yes to ballet. So that kind of encouragement, like, you know, sometimes you have to say no to things, but it also means knowing what we're going to say yes to, and it means you can commit and give your full energy to it. And yeah, saying no isn't a bad thing because it frees you up, I guess. And that's one lesson that I've had to learn. And hopefully I'm going to be able to journal all about that somehow on this page spread. So, alright, let me just, sorry, knocking you. I've got some of my ballet ribbons from my old shoes here that I might tie in. Some of these scrapbook papers I used left over from my other ballet journals that I made. And some music, and just, so much I'm going to write about this actually. I might have to use 4 pages. And then some elements. This is from Daphne's diary. I'm going to cut this out because it says "for the love of ballet." So that will definitely go in there somewhere, although you never know. Once I hit on something that I really want to include, I try my best to include it no matter what, like I did with the flower page. I think this is too busy. There's a lot going on, so to my eye it's not as aesthetically pleasing as I would like, and aesthetics is a huge thing for me. But even more than that, I wanted to include elements that meant something to me, and that was my priority in this picture. So I included all the ones that meant something to me. Blue butterfly, blue flowers, and this one's pink, and I should explain that. Pink's not my colour, but I do like pink flowers, you know, just because it's pretty. And this one stands out, so, and that's my feature point of this page spread, to go with the theme of just be like a flower and give of your beauty. Anyway, back to this. So there's all these little elements that I think I might want to include, but you just never know. The page spread will tell me what I want to include. And I've got some pictures from the dance magazine that my mum used to get me, and that I've recently, I think I will start getting again. And these pictures, actually I think I'm missing one. I might have to get up and go get it because it means a lot. But there were these pictures from a dance book, and I used to read it as a kid all the time and was so tempted to cut out the pictures, and then one day I just did. So I cut out the pictures that I liked and chucked out the rest of the book. And I mean, I was a kid at the time, and this is what I mean about, I always from a young age have cut up books, and anything that I like in a book I cut it up, and I've always done that. So that's why I don't have any problem cutting things out of books. I just say chop, chop, chop. I'm just going to go grab a folder and see if I can find that other picture. Alright, I can't find it. That's okay. I wonder if I've used it in something already. You know, that could have happened. And if I find it later, I can just use it in a different spread. But this image did come from that dance book, so I will include that one at least. Alright, now, gotta get back into my spot. Alright, so let me have a look. There's just actually quite a lot I want to write about the dreams, about point shoes, about dancing, my love of dance and ballet. I'm just having a look at what I'm doing. So I might just, you know, be quiet as I think, because I need to think about how I'm going to do this. And I will maybe, you know, every now and then chat about once I've decided. And I hope you're crafting along with me. And most of all, I hope that this is inspiring you to journal, to make a junk journal, or to have one that you already have and use it. That is my passion with junk journals, is to actually use it. You know, I watch all these different channels and I love that everyone has their own thing. Sorry, I'm going on a tangent now. Once I'm on a roll chatting, I just chat, don't I? What I want to say is, my goodness, look at me go. What I want to say is, I find each channel that I watch has something about them that defines them, or that is the reason why they have a YouTube and why they create. For example, Bonnie and Clive, or everyone has multiple reasons, but one driving thing, I suppose, or one main thing for her, it's using recycled products, which I absolutely love. Clearly I don't do that as much though, but I love it as a concept. The rebookery, I love her concept of using these items where she repurposes books that she loves, and the stories behind them, the connection, the meaning that she has with them. I just love it. And then I don't know, everyone has their own style. Amity Bloom, I love her journaling style as well, and her use of fabrics and things, and blooming, and that's all her theme, is blooming. And you know, Hannah Clow, I love her theme most of all, which I connect with most of all because it's her idea of, it's about documenting memories, recording a life. That's what a journal's for me. And that is my passion and why I do what I do with my YouTube, with my Etsy, with all of this making journals. The reason I do it is because of journaling and recording your life and documenting memories and writing stories. That's why I do this, and that's what I hope most of all inspires you, not just to create but to journal. I mean, it just means a lot to me, and I can't even put it into words. Maybe one day I'll be more articulate and I'll have more clarity around why it means so much, so that I can kind of bring that across. Yeah, alright, enough talking. Sorry, I need to think, so I'm just gonna be quiet and I'll chat when I feel like it, so have fun. So I know that I definitely want to use this picture and that blue page because of the blue tutu and blue page. It brings it out, and that's how I know I was gonna do this journal page with ballet. So that's my starting point. Alright, so I've decided that one page is done. That was easy. No, I'm going to break up how I journal about this. I have decided that I will do 4 pages because there's so many elements that I do want to include, and I don't want to cover up these beautiful pages too much. And because there's so many different thoughts that I want to share. One about dreams coming true, and just this says, so thankful, love ballet so much, thought the dream was dead but it has all come true. So that's that one. And then just the dates and my age of, you know, my first ballet class, first performance, first time wearing a tutu. And then this year, sorry, I got point shoes, demi-point shoes, and then this next year I'll be actually using the point shoes. So actually I should change those dates because I bought them in 2017, and then I will buy these ones in 2018. So that's just there, but I didn't actually use the demi points until this year, and I won't use the point shoes till next year. So that is that page done. And then I want to chat about writing. Writing is my first love, of course. That came out of my mouth. Always got writing on the brain. No, what have I done with? Sorry, I've lost. You know when you lose things? I always lose things. You know, always lose the pen and scissors, and then you're sitting on them, or it's right there. Yeah, again, always that happens. The amount of times that happens. Okay. Does that happen to you? It always happens to me. Anyway, so what I want to share on one page is about my love of dance and music in general. Actually, I think that's all I want to write. You know what? Because I've done one page spread and already had that long intro, I'm going to stop the video there and I'll pick it back up with the next little element to this. Thanks guys, see ya!